guys, and welcome back to Tangy Tea of Life. I'm your host, Veronica. We have co-host Tawan back with us. Hey, Tawan.
Hi, Veronica.
And we have a very special guest with us this evening, Victor White.
That's me.
Hi, Victor.
How y'all doing? Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Of course, anytime. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome
Okay.
to the tea.
So,
All right.
Victor, tell us something about yourself.
Yes.
Well, I'm 38 and I'm taken. So I just think that,
Nip that in the book quick.
of course,
Period. Period, poo.
But I want to bring a little, I guess a topic to the both of y'all about, the qualifications of dating. I think a lot of men out here just jump in the dating world with absolutely no clue on what they should actually have, so to speak. I guess I should say that. I think the first thing a man should do if he decides to be a dater, not a sexual partner, but a dater, is he needs
Because
to
there
have
is a difference.
Right. A big difference.
a big difference.
Yes.
He needs to have time.
Facts.
He needs to establish an actual time, saying, okay, this is if I got my kids and if I got my job doing this, I need to put some time to the side in order to pursue a mate.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Not let's make that clear, not a sexual partner, but a mate. So I think a lot of dudes jump into a situation, they meet a girl and they don't have the time to actually date her. Date her.
Time is of the essence. And reclaim your time if it's taken for granted. That means cut his ass off.
Right.
Wow.
So you think it's more of, like these days, you think it's more of a rush situation? Like they don't take time to get to know the other person? You think it's more about sexual than it is spending quality time with that person and getting to know them?
I think it can start that way. You meet someone. I'm not saying that you can't meet your soulmate in the club, but if you meet someone and y'all start off as a sexual partners, eventually, y'all keep having sex and y'all keep doing this. One of y'all gonna try to turn that into a relationship, and it was only based on sex.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like men, as a man, we don't set aside time to actually get to know, our better half. So what we do is we'll work, meet you up on the weekend, take you out to eat, take you to the movies, and then 1 o'clock at night, we having sex, you go on about your way the next day, and then we turn around and do it again. That turns into a routine, and then we say, well, this must be the one, and
Yeah, because the first text would be, what you doing?
exactly.
Nobody wants to know what you doing. WYD?
Yeah.
No. And GM, if you can't take the time to type out good morning, don't send the text.
That's
a pet peeve of mine.
But are you talking about like in a relationship? Or are you talking about anyone? Like if I send you a text and say GM, you would talk about me?
Because that's lazy.
But you know what?
Text me good morning because I'm going to text you good. If I text you GM, that means...
But I was just about to say that. A GM text, if we're in a relationship, if I see you a GM text, that's with attitude.
Yeah.
Normally, I'll send you, hey, baby, how you doing? But if I see you GM and keep it moving.
Yeah. I'm mad at you
now,
about
that's
something.
that I don't do, like when it comes to my husband or two, like, I don't think I ever said GM to you. I think I always say, spell it out.
Uh-huh.
But like sometimes I have to catch myself. But even if I do it, it's like I'll be like, Dad, why did I send it like that? Instead of saying,
I don't like a
that.
GM. When people say GM, be like, who you talking to? It's good morning. Even on Facebook.
That comes from people getting lazy with everything.
Right.
And in relationships,
right,
people are lazy with, it's not like back in the day when we took time to, you know what I'm saying, actually call someone on the phone and talk instead of, doing all the texting and stuff. So
right.
It's just repetition. I mean, I tell you good morning every day. That good morning text it doesn't mean as much anymore if I keep sending you that. So then I'll say, okay, good morning, baby, or good morning, babe. That right there is not enough, I don't think. Because I think men as a man, we don't step outside our boundaries because if we do, sometimes, not all women, but sometimes, y'all will throw that back in our face like, oh, this old soft dude here.
Define that age group though. When you get over a certain age,
You right.
When you get over 30,
yeah.
and sometimes 35, you accept things that you wouldn't have accepted when you was younger.
I'll agree with you on that. I surely will.
Cause you be like, somebody text you what you doing, you respond. You know what's up, it's all good. But if it's like a friendship thing, but if it's a dude trying to holler at somebody, don't type a WYD or a GM. You ask, hey, how you doing? Yeah, ask, hey, how are you? How's your morning going? You know, good morning. Act like you're interested in the person.
Yeah, but I think it is the younger generation that does the little. What you doing? The what is it?
WYD.
Yeah, or the GN.
No, I know grown people do GM.
Yeah,
I see GM
that
on
too.
Facebook.
But you see a lot of the younger generation that's always using the little slangs or whatever you call it, little abbreviations.
Okay, so we've established time is important. Next,
You got to have a plan. A plan. By the plan, and I've always preached this about the plan. If you have a plan, a strategic plan, you can get anybody you want. I really truly believe that.
And break down.
Yeah, let's
Not to go too much into the plan,
right.
but if you see a female that you're interested in, you can't just, in my opinion, go up to her and just try to spark up a conversation. Sometimes you got to sit back and watch and see, okay, she drinking, if y'all in the bar, if she's drinking tequila, okay, how many is she having? Okay, I watched her drink 6. I'm just, but that's what I'm saying. She look good,
But she is drunk.
but she may have a lot of things on her plate. I just say that. Okay, she leave the club. Okay, she's sitting there, but then she leave the club with this guy over here. The next week, she leave the guy. So just because you see a woman you like, or you think is attractive, don't necessarily mean you need to act on it the first time you see her. Because I really feel like we jump in situations that once we get to know this person, it's like, man, I sure wish I would have known this person was crazy to start with.
But
I
see,
bet people say that. I bet people say that all the time. I sure wish I knew this damn girl was fool. He knew, y'all. He knew way back before we got married.
That could go both ways though. Say if you sit back and you wait and you miss out on that opportunity and someone else jumped on it and you like, dang, I was gonna try to, I was waiting.
Yeah.
I should have jumped on that before,
But
not like jump on.
I get what you're saying.
But
But I think that comes along with, just having a plan and just saying, okay, I just want to observe, not stalk, but just observe, the person who I think is attractive before I even introduce myself. Because sometimes we'll go up there, as a man, we'll go up there and say something crazy and what that's the first thing y'all do, y'all
turn off.
And we don't have any kind of plan.
Right.
So I think when we see a female we like, and I'm talking about men, I'm not talking about them little boys out there. I'm talking about as a man, you need to come up and you need to have, okay, if I'm going to approach this female, what are appropriate one-liners or appropriate opening lines that you can actually say? Because a lot of times we go into this thing blind.
Yeah.
So, both of y'all are married, so not to get too personal, but what would be an appropriate opening line that a man could say, other than, excuse me, how you doing, man?
What are you drinking?
My credit score is 850.
That too, but he asked me what I'm drinking. I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. Okay.
Really?
No.
So
I'm
you the
drinking
6 shot girl.
No.
What can he say?
You gonna like, hey, beautiful. How was your day? That's what people always need to ask. How was your day? Because you'll be surprised how many people just don't care about someone's day. And to ask somebody, how was your day, that gives them a way to open up to you. Well, I mean, don't ramble and be a Debbie Downer. I'm like, I had a great day. I was blessed. I was highly favored. I woke up this morning. You can ask that, how was your day, beautiful?
One of those.
What?
Blessed and highly favored.
Oh.
Yes, honey. I am above 6 feet. Well, yeah. But how was your day?
Yeah.
How was you?
Well, let me, and the same question back to you.
I go something like what Tawan said. Hi, how are you? How was your day? Or you looking nice today? Hell, I don't know. I ain't been dating in so long.
Right.
What they
say?
I don't know what they say.
As long as they ain't no, hey you.
Right. Okay.
None of that.
Yo, what's up?
Hey shorty. No, none of that.
I never ask a woman how her day was.
Why
ever.
not?
Because that gives you the opportunity to either ramble on about something that I'm really not trying to hear, or for you to just blow me off. So I'm going to open up with a question that you have to answer.
Like, what's your name?
No, I don't, because you're going to give me your name after everything is all said and done. I'm gonna try to intrigue you, so you're gonna say, "Oh, what's your name again?" Or my name is this. So I'm not gonna open up with that. I mean, I can't sit here and say what I'm open up with, but you can't just open up with, "Hey, beautiful, how you doing?"
Or something basic.
Something that somebody's gonna jump in your inbox and say.
Yeah,
you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's. I have a female best friend, and she tells me about her inboxes all the time. And I'm like, there's no way no dudes is jumping in your inbox like that.
You should see my block list. Them waves, when you accept a friend for the further they wave, and I go to the block.
But you know what? I think Facebook does that. Like when you become friends with somebody,
They automatically think that
it's not the person sending the wave.
No. It's the person. It is the
sending?
person. I accept people daily, and everybody don't send no wave. When you accept the fact that their wave get your attention,
Oh.
it's up to you to wave back.
Oh, I don't never wave back.
No, I don't. I block back. I'm blocking you out my inbox. Yeah, I ain't got that kind of time. Then you get these. I got a good morning. I be getting Africans. Like, you accept one African, and then here come the whole damn tribe. Want to good morning you to death, and they want to. I want to be your friend, and you don't have that broken how they talk. They talk like how they type. Block. Man, get out. Then you have the filtered messages that people aren't even your friends, but they follow you on Facebook and they see your stuff and they inbox you, and y'all get blocked too. My block game is strong, baby.
Well, listen. Do you think the conversation can go by how a person carries themselves, like how a person dresses, how a person act, because you know what I'm saying. Like, say a nice woman.
Yeah. As y'all, two ladies next to me.
Well, I dress how I want to dress.
Yeah, but I'm making a point. Watch this. A nice woman that's always covered up, don't have on no short skirts, no shorty shorts or anything like that. She may not have people in her inbox. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, oh, that's a classy woman. And
so you saying because people inbox me because of the way I dress? You think so? That don't mean but I have 2 last names.
No, how you ask me like that? Wait, I'm making a point.
So because I dress loose, I get the inboxes.
Could be. I'm asking
but my
Victor.
ass ain't out. But just y'all just hold on to January 2020.
You're asking me everywhere.
No,
I'm asking Victor because he's a man sitting here. So I'm like, is there a difference from like how someone dresses or how they carry themselves a man approaches them?
Me being a man, no, it doesn't. And the reason why, because just because you dress a certain way doesn't mean your mind is there.
It's
right.
childish, right.
Right.
Like, come on, get it. Just because I dress a certain way.
Exactly.
And then you can have the classiest ones be the biggest hoes.
I know one. God, dog, I know one. But you right. But you right though.
You're trying to hide it.
Yeah. It's a facade.
And they can't hide it but for so long.
Right.
They can't.
Right.
But I really think, like I said, if you observe a woman long enough, and it's almost like it's a hunt. is so great that I can't explain it. Because you remember episode of Martin, he was like, I just want to see if I still had it. Not to say that I ever tried that. No, I don't. But you sit back and you watch other people try to holler at people, and you just like, this is where he went wrong. Okay, this is what he did wrong. And I was single for so long after me and my children's mother broke up that I had no choice but to hone my craft. So to speak. That's what I'm saying. And I used to practice on the weekends for, the big game, so to speak. And I think I was actually good at it because I found someone who I used my skills on, and we are together and we're doing really well.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So time, a plan, and what's the third one?
It's kind of, I won't say it's part of communication, but you got to know how far you can actually go with this person. So you have to. This is the third step is kind of complicated. So let me break it down just a little bit.
Please
All
do.
Right. For a man, you got to have your own place. You got to.
Yeah.
All right. And the reason you have your own place is that's how you judge how far you are in your relationship. So I'm gonna give y'all a little piece of the plan.
Well, some chicks may still like to go to
the mama house
in the hotel.
Well, if we're dating, there's a reason why I bring you back to my place. Okay, we're gonna start off in the living room. So you come over, we sitting in the living room, we watching TV or whatever, but I might leave a light on in the bedroom. Just hoping you gonna say, just hoping every now and then I'll walk back and forth down the hallway, just to see if you say, well, what you got, what you keep doing on it? Why? Well, come around here. But that's further on down the relationship. So you judge, how comfortable she is by where she's at in your home. So for the longest time, I kept a chair next to my bed, right? Mm-hmm. So if a female came to the house.
You're gonna suck some feet.
No. Like it's next to the bed. So
she sat on the chair.
She sat on the chair and I sat in the bed.
But why even go in the bedroom?
Because we made it that far in the relationship. See what I mean? Like we started off on the chair and then eventually as she felt comfortable.
Oh, so that wasn't the first night.
No.
So how long did it take for her to shit at your house? That's when you know it's real. When a woman can go to her mate's house and shit, look, she with you. Y'all together forever. How long did it take?
I don't know. Because I think as a woman, this is my personal opinion, a woman will never let a man know when she do that.
Right.
Or
I'll
fart.
spread down.
Courtesy flushes and all.
Right.
Real women don't poop or fart. They don't do it.
I poop.
I shit.
Y'all doing the most.
I shit. I don't know about them, what they got going on. But yeah, you'll be like, girl, you right. And we been married 13 years. So, I mean,
that's crazy, right?
But I know I do the courtesy. I still do the courtesy flush. I can't stand to sit on top of hot shit. That's the most disgusting thing ever. Is to sit on top of. Do y'all flush and shit, or do y'all shit and then after y'all doing flush? That's nasty if you sitting on hot shit. But yeah.
Where did this go?
But because we're talking about how comfortable a person is.
But we didn't. But where we at, we didn't even have sex yet, and you were already shitting in the house. So you got to go. You made it to the bedroom, then you took a shit. Nah, you got the bathroom.
Are you serious?
Exactly. Because we're not there.
You taking a dump and y'all didn't even.
Yeah.
But maybe y'all so y'all went out to eat and came back to your house and she had something did not agree with her stomach.
She got to go.
She might not make it home, so you rather shit on herself in her car than to use your bathroom before she leaves. Lord,
but every woman's different. Some women feel that comfortable.
Yeah, but and I'm that woman. I'm that son. But then you
Somebody will hold it.
and then you got them. Them type.
Here we go. The holders.
You got them type.
You
You
got the
got
holders.
those. And I'm not them, I'm those. I have friends that don't even shit around their, poop around their spouses. And I don't understand that at all. Y'all a different type of breed, baby.
Don't open it all up.
Don't
That's
open
the
it all.
one.
Don't open. Yeah.
Like the man on Friday. Come here.
Spraying.
Christiana
Exactly.
gonna come far as the door, the bedroom door. Yeah, but okay. So we established time is of the essence.
Time is.
You have to have a game plan.
Going back to time though. How about if a female don't want time? Like she ready to get in the sheets? Because you do have some females that don't want to wait.
Well, then we
Right.
back. Then we back up and say that she's not.
The one.
She's not. She can't be. Not.
Why? Because some people can have sex the first night and then don't have it no more. They just test drive it. Don't you test drive a car before you buy it?
So you think they can have it and just wait like 3 or 4 months down the road and then have it again?
Well,
if they have
sex
that
wasn't that good because ain't no ain't no way. Well, I mean,
They probably
maybe.
can say, they probably, hook up one time and then they probably like, let's just slow down. Let's just take
you
this.
can't. You can't.
can't
Once-
take it
After
slow?
you make that,
yeah, that's it. Once we do it, that's it.
yeah.
Okay, so once you do it, time is just out the window because we ain't even got
Yeah.
time to know each other.
Well,
We can get time to know each other along the way, but it won't be the same as getting to know me for who I am and not me for my
Right.
twat.
Yeah.
okay. But what you're saying is, what I'm saying is, we're talking about dating. So if the situation arises, y'all both have sex and first night, and I really feel like you can't. Once that man makes another advance, whether it's the second, third, or fourth night, how can you tell him no?
True.
I mean, you can because you have that right.
Right.
But it's almost like, well, then now as a man, you might start second guessing yourself. Like, okay, was I good? Was I not good?
Right. That's the thing. Once you let him in, that's a wrap.
Exactly.
That's why Steve Harvey say 30-day
Lord,
rule.
nah,
90.
God, please don't bring that guy up.
90-day rule.
90-day rule, not
Yeah.
30.
Nah.
But you know,
90.
Steve Harvey is a problem in the male community because his whole fan base are females. So he's going to tend to cater to y'all. So by you saying no, the 90-day rule, I mean, if you put a time limit on love, you're going to lose. And that's just like what you said, well, if you sit here watching her and you don't act when you're supposed to, you might lose her. So if you put a time limit on that, the 90-day rule, that's not good.
I think communication is a big key too. Communication is good with dating because you need to know what's going on. And like I may think that, and I'm thinking, okay, when he get off of work, he gonna come home and he gonna call me or whatever. But then he's like, I'm going to shoot ball with the homeboys. And I'm thinking like, well, damn, why he ain't called me yet? It's 8 o'clock. I know you been work since 4:30. And I mean, there's no communication. So you have to have a ground rule or establish, grounds of communication, like, a routine.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like every day, but communicate with the person. Let them know, not what they expect, but what they would like.
Yeah.
I think communication is
communication is a big
the
part.
key.
Yeah.
And money.
Why money?
Do you think money is important?
Who is going to date a broke nigga? Who?
Becky?
She ain't going to date, but so, okay, so if you broke, what can you do for Becky besides dick her down?
Well,
Lick her down.
well, what I'm saying is, when you start talking about money, I mean, what do you mean by money?
Yeah. What
You can't be
do you mean
broke.
a job?
He
You
needs a
have
job.
to have a
Yeah, you
job.
gotta have a job.
As long as you have a job.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
I ain't saying you got to be a millionaire because it ain't that mean if us dating millionaires. I know I ain't.
Or
I'm at-
thousandaires.
A thousand. I mean, and thousandaires, and I'm not 100,000aires either. I mean,
Just as long as they have a job and can be supportive.
Right, right. You just can't be broke and come into a relationship, and then when we go out to eat, and the waitress bring the tab, and she puts it in front of you, and then you slide it over to me. Like, now I don't have a problem with paying when I'm gonna pay, but let me decide. Let me be like, no, ma'am, I'll take that. I got that.
Wow. So then we putting all the power to y'all. I mean, that's basically what you said. Let me decide when I pay. When you all are ever gonna decide when to pay?
I pay. I pay.
Of course now because y'all are married. But when you were dating,
He got that.
Let's think back a long time ago when y'all were dating. Now that y'all are married, y'all both have commitments. So it's different because that both comes from I'm not married, so I'm thinking it comes from.
Well, I bought him a drink at the bar. Does that count for anything? Before we got married? I bought him something.
You just wanted to show that you was balling a little. That's what
It probably was tax time.
Was it a beer or was it a liquor drink?
Both, because he drinks a Heineken and a shot of Hennessy.
You was balling. It
probably was tax time.
That was $10 there. Easily.
Yeah, that was tax time. So that's probably why he got them 2 drinks.
I don't know if I would. As far as dating, I know that I wouldn't start off getting the bill. Okay. I know that.
Right.
But say if we was dating maybe like 8-9 months, and I feel like, hey, this thing is going somewhere. Mm-hmm. Let me get the check this time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I'll never let a woman pay for my meal ever. You can't unless you surprise me or you bring me something to eat. You'll never, ever, ever pay for mine. Ever. I will never let that happen.
He's taking y'all.
Right.
No. There's a reason for that though. Because now it's almost like I'm obligated to constantly do things so you don't throw that back in my face. Or you remember that time I paid for your meal? You can, that's some women. That's some.
Some women. Because I know I wouldn't. I just felt like, okay, well, you've been paying for the past 8 or 9 months.
Right.
Let me get this one.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
I don't want you to think that I'm trying to depend on you to do everything.
And that goes back to that meme that I had posted. Don't do something for somebody if you got to throw it back up in their face. When you do something for somebody, you're doing it from your heart.
Yeah.
So if I'm paying for the meal, it's because I wanted to treat you.
Right.
I'm not paying for the meal, so when we go out to eat and you look at me, I paid for last week.
Right.
Your turn now.
No,
it ain't even like that. No. But then you have some that'll do that. Even with my friends or with my homegirls when we go out, sometimes they'll foot the bill and sometimes I foot the bill.
Okay.
No, man, on their own.
You know what? I'm glad we don't go out.
I tell a lot of guys, start out, this is a thing we say at my job, start out like you can hold out. If you start off paying for it, just continue. Because now she looks at you in a different light. Okay, this guy's a provider. Not to say that everybody... You have to budget. You do.
Yeah.
You can't go out every night.
Right.
But start out like you can hold out. If the first time you grab that door and open it for her, boy, you got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't hold the car door because we ain't doing that.
We ain't
Now,
either.
I can't tell. That's one thing. My husband started that, and he still do that.
He's starting out like he can hold out.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But I make sure when we walking into places, I told her, don't grab no doors. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Always walk to the inside. I'll never sit with my back to the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
But the opening of the car door, that's, to me, that's...
Now, when he being nice, he'll open the door, and then I reach over and I open the door for him.
Yeah.
And I do that.
Yeah.
That's good.
When he being nice. But otherwise, each his own.
But he do open the door for you, like going inside.
Oh, yeah. And buildings and stuff, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, to each his own, huh? Because that's just like we was at a restaurant the other night, and I told him, I was like, well, a lot of men don't sit,
They're back to the door.
with their back to the door. But this night, it was a lot of men that was sitting with their back towards the door. That's something he never
They
did.
weak.
Like, he always made sure.
That's a sign of weakness to me. Because the man needs to be able to see what's coming in to protect the woman.
Exactly.
That's my take on it.
Exactly.
So even when we go places, I automatically know
to sit
on the opposite side because I know that he's gonna sit
Yeah.
facing the door. And with my kids, I'm protect like that. I don't sit with my back to the door with my kids.
Yeah.
So I think that's if a ladies, if you going out with a man and he ain't sitting the correct way, dump his ass because he don't even care about you.
Well, maybe he feel like that she can fight better than he. Like
Wow.
Again, leave his ass at the table, ladies.
So, what advice would you give single men out there that's in the dating world?
Take your time. You got to free up. Like, you have to free up your time. By time, you have to cut off all nonsense. When I say nonsense, I was celibate for 7 months before I even met the person who I'm with now, because I knew if I was still calling 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, that's what I call them, you know.
Yeah.
That's going to interfere with,
Yes.
you know,
What you trying to have now?
Accomplish.
accomplished. But I went into this saying, I want to take this serious. This is the first relationship that I've been in that I was like, I want to see how far I can take this by doing what I think is right. What I think is right. I can't say what I know is right because I ain't to the finish line yet.
Yeah.
But I think
That's
a lot.
growth. That takes
That's
growth.
growth
Mhm.
Okay.
And maturity.
for a man.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of guys.
And you said you're 30 what?
8. I think a lot of guys' ultimate goal is to have that partner, not to say marriage, but a lot of guys' goal is to have that partner. They just don't want to say that in front of their friends because it's not acceptable in the, I don't want to say black male community because that's the only community I've been around, but it's not accepted amongst the masculine men to have one partner.
Right.
It's not. And not saying that every guy cheats.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
So you saying black men don't cheat?
They don't. They don't. I work with a lot of masculine guys and they are white.
And they
And they
cheat?
Maybe.
Oh, but black men don't. But
No, I work with 3 black guys and they don't cheat. So, you know, but
who
see,
you work with now? Let me see if I know these 3 black men you work with.
but I'm saying,
Right.
I mean, you know, I don't want to give y'all the whole playbook or nothing like that, but you know, in the black male community, it's always glorified for you, a black man to have multiple partners at one time,
Yeah.
and it's not cool because at the end of the day, you don't want that same shit happening to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it took me a long time of getting cheated on to, you know, being the cheater, being talked down to, me doing the talking down to say, you know what, I'm going to stop all this by fixing myself.
Right.
And
it starts with you.
it does. So once this, my best friend told me, she said, Vic, you ain't got no type. And I'm like, what does that mean? And a lot of people don't realize what that means. You don't have a type. You have to say, I want a woman or a mate that has at least these things.
Equality, right. You got right. You got to have a type, and that song I ain't got no type. I hate that damn song.
I hate that song.
That's a chilling song. That's for sure. Grown people singing that and bopping that.
But in your 20s, it's cool. I
Right.
guess.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But I think movies has tainted our outlook on marriage because a lot of people think, oh, by the
And
time
reality TV shows.
it
Right.
does, oh, I'm 25, I got to hurry up and get married.
Right.
Oh,
Don't rush it.
my grandma and granddad have been married 50 years, but your grandma and granddad sleep in 2 separate rooms,
Exactly.
in 2 separate beds. They don't even like each other.
They just married for
they
the
just
name
there, yeah.
Exactly.
and waiting on somebody to die
Right.
to collect some money.
Exactly.
You
So
right.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that, you know, as men, as black men, we need to teach each other how to be better. Whereas if you might be proficient in the opening lines, I might be proficient in, you know, hey bro, take her here. You know, we don't communicate enough with each other
Exactly.
about that.
It's
So
too
you
much-
should do. So y'all do like we have like a men's forum where you and your fellas all get together.
It'll never happen.
It's
Why?
too much competition. But we don't know how to come together. we're always trying to tear each other apart and competing against each other
Yeah.
to have anything like that.
I
You
don't
know what I'm
thi-
saying?
I
I
think
think it should be some type of like once a month meeting, like men meet up once a month and just talk about dating. See, it don't have to be single or it could be a mixture because you can learn from each other.
Yeah.
Each one teach one.
Yeah.
but you're gonna have to have some men who
Got that
Mine.
same mindset.
exactly because, like I told y'all, I was we was off camera. I'm part of a group and we discuss things, and I learned a lot. But it's mainly females, and it's a few guys in there, and y'all know some of the males that in there, but I won't disclose their names. And when you bring an outsider into the group, it's always some mess. Because yes, this girl over here is single and she's pouring her heart out and she's telling you all the things she's done, but you trying to capitalize on that. And that'll never work. You see what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I think it just be men. I think maybe you should do it. I think you should do something like a community forum, like men get together and even like doing mentorship for the kids in the area. You don't have to do it, every month. You can just designate like every other month y'all come together and do like a big, because it's and again we live on the north side of Florence. There's a lot of kids that needs
Guidance.
right guidance and not even a father figure, like a big brother.
Yep.
Just and you got kids that all they don't go places, they don't do nothing. Like some of them probably even leave out of North Florence a whole summer. They probably even went to the beach. That's an hour
Yeah.
drive. So I think that there should be some type of program that
Teaching.
men get together and just do something like a holiday, like the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and kids. We don't know everybody's situation. You have some kids that are less fortunate, so they don't get as much. And you have programs that they
That
give
can
that,
help out,
but
yeah.
it's always good to know you're getting something from someone and it's coming from the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel like there need to be more teaching to young men.
yeah.
To these young boys out here, teaching them how to talk to a lady, teaching
Right.
them how to respect a lady,
How to tie a
teaching them-
tie.
Yeah, like
That's-
all
yeah.
the everyday stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to, someone needs to teach them how to be a young man.
Well, I think my whole thing with that, what y'all was saying is, the way I talk to a female might be different. I can't teach you how to talk to a female.
No, but you can teach them manners.
Yeah, I
like
can- I
You
guess
can
not.
teach right, respect. You can be like, when they meet somebody, they'll be like, yo, what's up? No, that's not how you greet somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you got high school kids, senior, the guys going into senior, then they going off to college, and they need to have some kind of respect. So they say, well, go off to these colleges and get chlamydia and gonorrhea and be burning it, because they're gonna be out doing these things. And I know, but I'm not saying my son got out, but my son, when he left to go to college, every 6 months, even to my son is 24 years old, every 6 months he goes to get tested. I'm not saying he have an unprotected sex, but he also goes and he buys condoms by the boatload, because I done seen them all. But for precaution, he gets tested, and that's good because they need to know that you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because you got some women out here, little girls out here, they just nasty. They don't even go to the OBGYN,
Right.
They
Spreading it for anybody.
just busting it open.
Yep. Oh, busting it open.
And I mean,
Tatiana.
right, they been a Tatiana. But yeah, I think that it should be some type of program. And I don't think it should be like something that's gonna be like a month or a year. I think it should be something long, ongoing, and it's something they can transition out of. And you don't have to have a whole slew of kids.
Yeah.
You can have like 5 or 6 kids, and
Right.
and 5 or 6 adults. And I think a program like that is real beneficial to the area.
I think a lot of guys has tried that. I know Tim.
Yeah.
I got to give credit where credit's due. Tim Waters, when I was at the Boys and Girls Club, did a lot for the youth. Now, it might not have always. Well, he might not have always been embraced with open arms. But Tim Waters will tell you, when he was at the Boys and Girls Club, when I was coming up back in the late 80s and early 90s, that Tim would do things with us as far as men, because the boys club was the boys club. It wasn't no girls.
Yeah.
It wasn't no girls. So he's done things, and that's just like with Amp. Amp's got his little thing called Brothers Pitching In. He does his thing on.
Yeah, there's quite a few around the area.
But they, not to talk bad about them, they might not be as active
Yeah.
Right.
as they
should be.
Yeah.
could be. Let's say could.
Because
Okay.
my husband, he started the little gents club at one of the middle schools elementary schools, and until he moved to another school. But teaching them how to tie and teaching them, like what young
Yeah.
boys should be doing. But it's like you said, I don't think they're putting enough time. Not
Maybe.
being mean.
Yeah.
I mean, because they have other things going on as well, but I don't know. I think more people need to volunteer their time with that, because it's only a few and they can only do what they can.
That is
Right.
So if we have more people to help, more men to help out with that, then Well, guys, this has been very good. We're gonna have to wrap it up. You're gonna have to come back for part 2.
Part 2.
Part
I
2
enjoyed
with
it.
the tea,
I
yes.
just enjoyed it.
Guys, that's gonna wrap up Tangy Tea of Life. We talked about what? We was all
We talked
all
about
over.
qualifications of dating,
Yeah.
time, a plan, communication, and money.
Money. Why we got to keep going back to money?
Okay, wait a minute. We left out one. The part about her using the bathroom at the house.
Right.
What was that part about?
No, I didn't bring that
It
up.
is.
That's out the plan. That's not even part of the plan. Let's not even put that in the plan.
All right. Well, Victor, thank you so much for coming and sitting.
I had a
tea
great
with
time.
us.
I had a great
Thank
time, and
you.
I enjoyed it.
You're gonna have to come back.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for Tangy Tea of Life. Until next time, make sure you go to our Facebook page and click like our page, and also go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, all right? Tangy Tea of Life. And if you would like to be a guest on the show, just go to tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. Leave us your information, leave topic suggestions, and all of that good stuff, all right? Until next time, we'll see you then. Bye.